Norrath, welcome. This is Zulczech, level 1 warrior, with his trusty companions Houstown, level 1 cleric, and Tejas, a level 1 enchanter. And this is the pilot episode of Everquest Trios Company. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. We're starting off in Crescent Reach, which is now the new starting zone, regardless of what race or class you pick. So we'll just run up the street here and see what we can get into. This should be pretty fun. These are 3 classes that I've never played before. So I'm in for as much of a ride as you are. So some of the fun things about this zone are that none of the creatures will social aggro, and they don't run away when they get to low health. So the only ones really that do are the higher level creatures in the zone, which are the skeletons and the zombies, but we won't be fighting any of those this time. So here we are in the main area where we can start getting set up. Here we go, our first one. Looks like we're getting buffed by a friendly druid that I didn't notice until rewatching this video. I would have liked to have thanked her, but I didn't notice. Even with that, I still didn't notice. So the good part about this also is on this side of the river, they're at least level appropriate creatures. Some are going to be a little higher, but nothing should be really that difficult to take on as long as I pay attention and everyone plays their role properly. It's a little slower for me. I'm trying to play 3 computers at the same time, so I'll have a little bit of lag in between each character and what they're supposed to do. Red one, this one's pretty dangerous for sure, even on this side of the river. I have to remember to always watch my health, because this character is not my level 115 ranger that I can just wade into any of these fights here that I'm used to. So I have to pay attention quite a bit, which I already haven't been. So I'm going to create a hot button so that I can get rid of the advanced loot without trying to click on that little tiny X up in the menu bar. So even though it says advanced loot off, if you click it, it'll turn it on, and then when it's on or the window is open, you can click it and the advanced loot window will close. I gifted myself a nice weapon to use, good 2-hander, and right now I'm max hitting at 20, which I believe will be my max hit until level 5. which I think is pretty fair, because I think this weapon will do quite a bit of damage. I forgot which one it is. So. Take out another red, feeling a little confident here. Great EXP, speed along progress. They're not hitting me too bad, getting hit for 12, which... Oh, there we go, we're down. And we're back. And we're done. Hey, at least we got the kill, right? And no EXP loss for a level 1 death. Back at our starting point here. And we'll just head back. And remember to pay attention a lot closer to the health, and maybe not pull any more reds for a while. You know, at least until level 2 or 3. At least it's not that long of a run to get back over to where the mobs are. There's a building there to our left which has a lot of spells for all the classes. And then when we go up the stairs, you'll see a lot of vendors, and the bank is up here, so you can take care of everything you need in this zone. And I've stayed here till level 26. The experience is a little slow at that point, but you can stay here probably till level 30 easy if you don't mind a little slower grind. Nothing really drops great here aside from the Defiant gear. So like up here, there's vendors, and there's a few quests and tasks that you can do to get a little extra EXP as you're killing these guys, and I decided not to do it so that I don't have to run back and forth for all the characters and constantly re-up those quests. It's, you know, they're basically kill quests, so if I just kill fast enough, I think the 3 of these characters will get a lot of EXP. It does help later in the game when you really need EXP and it's harder to get. There's several kill quests. I think it's a really good thing to do. So hopefully we won't get killed again, so we'll just keep our eye on, stay away from the reds as much as possible. But, you know, every now and again you just have to try to go for it. Starting to get quite a pile of dead monsters here. Even only hitting for 20 max, it seems to be going through the creatures pretty good. I could stand here all day. I keep missing. You know, maybe I should move a little closer. Just try to keep smashing the bash, which isn't working because I'm not having a shield, and try to get the taunt and the kick going all the time. I should set up the advanced loot so the window doesn't even come up, but I just want to get into it, and I don't want to have too much loot. I don't have any bags or anything to collect this stuff, so. Sometimes I see myself getting caught watching the other 2 screens instead of the main screen here. Nice, we get good level 2 ding. That was pretty quick. Every level counts. Unfortunately, right now, I don't think I really do too much more damage. I might get closer to hitting for 20 a little more often than I was the last level as my skills start to increase. Let's try to move up. Got everybody on auto follow. We'll see what we can do here. Level 2, let's test it out. And of course, red. Let's just attack it without even doing a con to see what level it is. This isn't going good. No, just cannot keep up with this level 1 heal spell. This isn't going to go good. Nope. Can't keep up. The heal takes too long and it doesn't do enough. So. Try to fend them off with the other 2 characters there behind the scenes. The enchanter got some aggro. So we'll see how that goes. Didn't go very good. Enchanter's down as well. There we go. And then might as well just run the cleric in there and get her killed too. There we go. Everybody has a fun death on that one. Just makes it easier to run back with all 3. If 2 of them are the running, might as well bring all of them. There. Where is she? There she is. She's hiding on that other character who just spawned in. There we go. Let's get some auto follow going. Getting a couple new people in the zone. A new Ixar there. It's nice making this this run back to camp, knowing that none of the creatures are going to social aggro on you or anything. You have to attack them, and like I said, aside from the skeletons and the zombies that are further up. So it's pretty good. This whole area, everything's kind of broken up into sections, and as you progress forward, everything gets a little bit harder and harder. So it's all pretty separated, and unless you're looking for trouble like I just did, then you'll be pretty safe. Nothing slows down your EXP grind like getting killed and having to run back. So sometimes it's better to fight the lower creatures and just fight more of them. You just get quantity, not quality. And you'll finish off the day probably a little happier. It's not so bad right now. Level 5 I think is when you start losing EXP for a death. So alright, let's try to get everybody set up, get in their positions. We'll just see if we can just go on a killing spree here. I could go out and just kill everything. Really, we're pretty much everywhere on this side, and I believe I'm close enough to get EXP for the group, but I need to try to build up the casting skills so that when I start fighting higher level creatures, I can actually get a heal off. Well, that's the one bad thing. If you power level, your skills really suffer. So now you're fighting creatures that are much higher than you, and you're never using any of your skills because nothing lands, or you're just worried about getting a level, and then when you want to go off on your own, you're worse off than starting at level 1. And not to get into that situation. If I start playing my group right here, I could probably be fighting everything yellow always, if I can find it. That would be pretty good. Always in the mood for good EXP. At level 4, Cleric gets a new heal spell, which is pretty good. They really don't have any spells aside from this stun. I think it's Whirl Till You Hurl. I think is what the name of that one is. But I don't think any of them get stunned. So I just have the Enchanter just doing one thing right now, and the Cleric doing another. I had her attacking a little bit every once in a while, but I'm just not that ready to be playing all 3 computers at the same time. So try to get a few hot buttons set up and get them in the right place so that it's just easy, so all 3 computers are set up the same and I can just kind of move from one to the other. I think it would be a lot better if I had 3 monitors on this one computer and I could play all 3 from there. I can only have one hookup, so we won't do that. Plus, having the 3 computers, if I can count on somebody in the plan with me, and it's already set up for them. You can start to pile up a bunch of dead bodies here real quick. Probably could use a heal if I started paying attention. I thought about making a Shadow Knight, but I only wanted to have 2 characters that I needed to worry about casting all the time, and Shadow Knight would be nice to have that pet, but it's just too much. So I didn't want to do that. I figured at least have 1 character that's just pretty basic, because I'm not going to play with the disciplines and tomes and all that to really be hardcore, so just swinging and kicking. Let the Enchanter and the Cleric do the rest. Probably gonna end up having to use some of those tomes and stuff so I can get a little tougher, but for now, that's not the plan. Might have to invest in some clarity potions for the cleric, but she never has any mana. Or we need to invest in some gear for the warrior so he doesn't get hit so much and doesn't need heals. There we go. 60% health. Cleric has no mana. That's a good time to pull. Might as well just go pull a red while I'm at it. That's another example of just not paying attention to what I'm doing. Trying to get killed. It's like a high-level bard over there doing his biz. Tejas never has to sit. She is always full mana. She only has one spell to cast, and I don't cast it very often. Thinking about going back to Nekulos Forest and doing some playing there. I've never played in that zone. I've only ran through it. So it'd be nice to go there, especially after kind of getting my feet wet in this zone where it's pretty safe, all things considered. So really about as dangerous as you make it. So, I think this guy's doing a mana song for me. Just hanging around, helping out. It's pretty cool. Yeah, he's very red. Try to talk with people a little bit. And we gave Tejas something. A rune agent. I don't have runes yet though. I think that's in the 20s when I get my first rune. Which that'll be really nice to be able to cast. That helps mitigate damage. I think it just negates it. Those guards seem to be on patrol here all of a sudden. It's nice not being KOS. These dark elves aren't going to be welcome everywhere. I have an Ixar monk, and he's welcome nowhere. So much easier in today's game to get around than it was back when the game first started and when Kunark first came out, so that won't be too bad. There we go. Let's get some stuff going again here. Our downtime was a little too long. Always have to remember to get a little bit closer to him. Sometimes he's just far enough away where I get a lot of misses. So, I'm sure it just comes down to RNG, but you know, it makes me feel better if I'm a little closer. I feel like I'm at least doing my part. Probably gonna have to pick up a bow and learn how to fletch and get some arrows. Pull these guys instead of having to run over there and get them all. They gotta speed things up quite a bit. Maybe do some throwing daggers or something. Get some smithing going. Something. Figure out which one I can get a bigger range on. I think like javelins or something would be more of a warrior type ranged weapon. I thought about trying to get a Toland's bracer, but I tested it out. You know, you can't wear it, but you can right-click that from your inventory to get arrows, but only Rangers can right-click it. I was hoping it was only Rangers could wear it and everybody else could right-click it, but that's not the case, so that was a little bummer. Level 3, right on. We're getting there. It took a little bit longer to get. Once, so that does slow it down. I think this is a good fun zone. It's real nice to start off in. I think it just allows you to focus on playing the game and not all the crazy stuff that comes along with starting a new character. Especially when you start right outside your guild and good luck getting out of the city and figuring out where to go, what to do. It's just you pretty much know what to do. Kick is getting up there. Slashing, two-handed slash up to 16, so that's pretty nice. Just got to keep on kicking, get that up there a little higher. EXP slowing down just a little bit. That was a nice one shot. That's pretty good. 2 hits for 20 right in a row. There you go. That's how you do it. There's a command, hide corpse, that makes all this stuff go away. If you're having lag issues, more of these that are out here It can really slow down your performance, but I don't have the settings set very high, so I think I'm pretty safe. Yeah, I would like to not have to run all the way out there every single time and pull each creature back to camp. It'd be nice to just go up a little bit and hit it with bow. That's something to think about for next time. I have a few more hotkeys I need to make, but I don't want to take the time to do them right now. Just want to play and crush through, see how many levels we can get. I can try to get up to level 5 before we quit. And how low that mana is. I don't make her sit too much, so she really never regenerates any mana. Yeah, this seems to be the part that really slows it down. But it'll be nice. Eventually the cleric will be able to have breeze and clarity and all that. Great mana regen, you know, right from the enchanter. So I won't have to worry about anything. I think once we get to that point, things will be a lot quicker, a little bit smoother. I'll have more spells to cast, so slow the creatures. I'll get some haste, and they both have some direct damage spells, so I'll just try to have a three-way beatdown on all the creatures. Probably could just keep killing blues by myself. Now that I'm full health, I don't have to worry about it for a while. I can't remember the last time I had the enchanter cast that stun spell. Lately I've been trying to kill these guys a little bit, or not trying, but I have been killing these guys faster, so there's really no time for it. By the time I bring it back to camp and I can take over on that computer, it's already dead. Oh, look at that. KS by the guard. That's awesome. Let's keep an eye on him. There you go. Slashing still getting up there. The 19 now. Seeing max damage 20 come up quite a bit more. Still missing like crazy. Starting to clear the place out. Probably gonna be time to move. We're close anyway. Oh, another KS by the guard. It's twice. And back-to-back KS's. It is definitely time to move. Creatures are getting too low level, and this guy keeps stealing them all. You can't have that. You'll never make it to level 5. There we go, get everybody set up on the bridge. Far away from the wardens there. Yeah, see, that's nice. I don't need to have a heal on blues, so I can just kind of kill them over there without having to run all the way back over here. Our new camp. Start cluttering up this area. The Canyon Queen, old name. There we go, we got some enchanted spells landed. Probably should have grabbed that other one. I was thinking about it, running by. No sense not having them both. But it's all about keeping everybody involved and work their skills. We're getting close. Another couple. I think I spend more time running back and forth than I do actually killing. player can start to turn as well. Extra DPS, you know. Level 4, right on. It's nice. They went from 100% to 79% on the health, so that's a nice increase. It will be harder though when you start getting after creatures that are higher level. Both of these girls are squishy. You have to really be on the ball with crowd control and root and mez. So we'll see how that goes. Could be pretty fun. Definitely a lot going on instead of just playing one tune. I've done that enough. I've soloed a ranger, not all the way, but most of the way to 115. So starting to run out of mobs. Just killing it too fast. Ooh, level 6. That's pretty good. Should be about what we're fighting. And who doesn't want to kill the queen again? Should start putting getting the con on there so I can see what everybody is all the time. Just keep an eye on it. Now that we're going to start pulling from over here, it's more important if they're red. You know, it can be any level. You just get way too high. So yellow, you know that you're good. They're 1, maybe 2 at the most above you. But red can be anything. So I have to keep an eye on that. I'd like to try to stay away from the reds for a while. They've been killed enough. I have to work on some hotkeys. I need to get these 2 girls sitting and standing all the time and saying what they're doing aside from just healing, you know, especially with the enchanter. That way I can read it on this screen, what's happening. Now that I'm level 4, I should probably run over and get the new heal spell, but we'll do that later. Just try to crush through, get through here, get to level 5. That would be really great. trying to run a mob across another's path, that's usually going to be an odd. It's really nice that it's not good. And it's also nice that they don't try to run away. They just stick it out. But you do have to fight them to the end instead of fighting them as they walk away for free for the last 20%. Let's give those gloves to the enchanter. There you go, looks like a nice bracer for me. Don't need the other stuff, but we definitely got to keep our eye out on getting the good equipment when it drops. I have a few pieces that I started with. Got a silken cap for a girdle. That's pretty nice. So I think I'm gonna. I have a cloak of flames hiding in the bank. You know, I might pick that up. I don't want to twink them out too much, but you know, don't need to make it any harder than it should be. I think when they get old enough, we'll run down to lower guck there and get a flowing black silk sash. He doesn't like the haste on that. Especially with these three, it'll be nice to go to some of the old world zones, you know, and pick up those older pieces of equipment that were so sought after back in the day. I like using this view now that I did it by accident. That way I can see everybody, you know, instead of just seeing my back. Watch two girls there casting their spells, doing their thing. I think I'm going to try to continue on with this view. Makes it a little more interesting, you know. You can actually see that I have a group. And level 7, maybe we'll skip that. It's a little too high. I think the Pumas are a little tougher anyway. Gotta work on my pathing too. Trying to run that bear under the bridge. It's just not gonna work. They can get out of the river to the other side. Every now and again the enchanter stabs. I don't know why. The bear doesn't get any aggro on her. So she's not riposting or parrying. Dark elves, you know, am I right? think it made my health go up. I think I'm regenerating naturally more than I'm getting, like 3% on that one. Definitely have to get that new heal spell. I think those two classes are a real good complement to Warrior. Warrior's going to be, especially when I get some really good equipment, he's going to be pretty beefy. Going to be able to hang in there, and all the extra great buffs that these two will be able to give will just make it that much better. A lot of places that these really can go, and they won't even have to worry about it. Try to make sure that I'm as much health as I can, especially on this side, just in case we pull something a little too heavy where I got a chance to live. I think that last Drake was the level 7 that I wanted to skip, but decided to take anyway. The bears seem to be easier and higher level, so that's kind of a bonus. Could just be me though. So far it's been a good success. After we got the bugs worked out, stopped getting killed, everything's been doing pretty good. Finally, get rid of Bash because I don't have a shield, so I can stop pushing that stupid button. Let's not get a level 9 bear. I'm trying to get an EXP here. Oh, got a little glitch in the matrix there. Pause the recording. Oh, it was just a trip over the bridge, so no big deal. Getting close. spiders being dead over here by the bridge. Ooh, there we go, level 5, right on. We get dodge and parry, that's going to be pretty great, and we get origin. So send that back, click that, and it takes you back to your original starting city where you would normally start, not to a bind point. So that's pretty cool. I think it drops you off right at your guild. So I think with that we're going to call it a night. So we'll get everybody set up over here and be able to log out. So I hope you had a good time. Thanks for watching. And this is Everquest Trios Company. There they are. That should do it.